Fatal thoughts of suicide. Bang and get it over with. But then little shit. The be a bastard with me. But to me it seems like she was down to get me. Like shit. It's another bitch. It's a mother. Now I'm realizing that I love her. Playing tricks on me. This year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys were trick-or-treating. Little kids for bags. We got the hind our ass. So we speeded up the pace. Took a look back and he was right before our face. We was in for the squabble, no doubt. So I swung the nigga in his mouth. He was going down, we figured. But this wasn't no ordinary nigga. He stood about 6 or 7 feet. Now that's the creep I be seeing in my sleep. So we triple teamed on him. Dropping them 5-4 B's on him. The more I swung, the more blood flew. Then he disappeared and my boys disappeared too. Then I felt just like a fiend. It wasn't even close to Halloween. It was dark as death on the street. My hands were all bloody from punching on the concrete. Oh man, homie. My mind's playing tricks on me. What? What's good people? Shout out to my man Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace. Hey, look. Once again, it's on. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to laugh my ass off. This shit is so funny that I couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait to do this tomorrow. I know that I should have waited and it's late, but hey, I just couldn't hold my mule on tonight. This shit is gonna be great. It's gonna be good, and I'm about to enjoy myself. Look at here, look at here, look at here. I want to give a shout out to everybody that came through. If you are watching this on the relationship rehab side of the game, you need to click the link below and come on over to the United Guns of America channel. Let me make sure I got the right link in there, because I do sometimes be putting the wrong link in the little description box. Well, not in the description box, but in the damn chat. And people be like, I'm clicking it and it ain't taking me there. So let me put the right one in now. I hope that's it. So y'all can come on over and check it out. Come on and go with me. Come on over to my other channel. Look, let me say this before we get into this. I'm going to take a moment. I have to acknowledge something. I got to call something to the light. I got to speak the truth. Not my truth, but the truth. And this message here is going out to all of these new niggas. And I'm going to address these new niggas. So you might be saying, what does he mean when he say new niggas? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean when I say new niggas. New niggas is niggas that get on to something that they just all of a sudden pop up in and just say, yeah, I'm on this now. Case in point, with what the current new wave of new niggas is doing, is everybody's hopping on the Toronto Raptors bandwagon. I ain't never seen in my whole life no niggas like this. These fuck niggas need to die. Look, I got so many niggas now that is all of a sudden Kawhi fans, Raptor fans. The Raptors ain't won shit, ain't been in shit. The Raptors ain't been shit since T-Mac and them was out there back in the day. Now everybody is Toronto fans now that the Raptors were up 3-1. Everybody now, when it's the game when they about to possibly win and beat Golden State and get they 4 wins and get the championship, now everybody is talking about how they are now these Toronto fans. Oh, I'm so glad they about to beat
Golden State about to lose. Everybody's talking all this shit. But everybody was quiet until these niggas went up 3-1. And then everybody started talking shit. But when KD came back and dropped that hot ass motherfucking 11 on them niggas, and they had that fight, it was all quiet until he got hurt. And now, I even had people talk, them niggas in Toronto ain't shit. Them niggas in Toronto was celebrating at the fact that nigga KD got hurt. That let you know the caliber of people that's up there in Toronto. God damn it, this is America. Like Trump said, America first. America first. If you up there rooting for them damn Canadians, you ain't shit. Plain and simple. I got cats telling me, oh man, I'm rooting for the East Coast, man. I'm rooting for the East Side, man. I want the East to win. That's what we bullshit to the back. They ain't from the East, they from up north. Them niggas is foreigners. They are not Americans. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. So everybody that's talking about they these newfound Kawhi fans, they Raptor fans all of a sudden, and they never liked Golden State, but just kept it quiet. Let me crank this up for you so you can hear it. There we go. Bam. If you gonna ride with a team, you need to ride with them before the series start. You need to ride with them before the playoffs start. You need to ride with them before the season start. Don't jump on no team's bus when they up 3-1. That's all I got to say about that. Now, moving right along. Getting to this here. Let's first and foremost hear from my wonderful wife, my side chick, my good thing, my baby mama, my boo thing, the woman who put up with my shit all, and I put up with her shit too, but she put up with my shit all day, every day, and she loved me no matter what, or at least some of the time, most of the time, pretty much about 99% of the time. Hey, I love you, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
All right, so now let's get it on. I want to play for y'all this video. So we gonna first take care of the real business, which is getting to the young statement first. I can read this information. So for those of you who don't know, in Columbus we had there was an incident in Columbus, and here's pretty much what happened. I'm gonna read for you aloud as best as I can, and we'll go from there. So Columbus police have released body camera video of an incident that happened Friday evening where an officer punched a man. Okay, man got punched. Police officers responded to a report of shots fired. Shots fired, okay? At I believe that's Hyle Avenue on Friday. On Friday, just after 4 p.m. after Shot Spotter alerted them. So I think Shot Spotter is the little things that they have that's up throughout the city that listen for gunshots, and then it alerts you to say, hey, this particular thing has heard shots fired on this block or this corner, this area. That's what I believe Shot Spotter does. So Columbus police posted 49 minutes worth of body camera footage Monday evening. So this just came out, okay? And then Jonathan Robinson talked to 10 TV over the weekend saying, initially I'm there approaching the officer because he has a weapon. My wife, my 2 children are right there. Police report indicate the officer involved in the situation is listed as Officer Johnson. Okay. Friday, officers responded to reports of shots fired. Okay, shots fired. All right, in the area near the Stanley Avenue. Stanley Avenue home. According to witnesses, officers ordered the adults out of the home with suspicion of an armed individual was in the home. Okay, Robinson was charged with obstruction of official business and disorderly conduct. Robinson admitted adrenaline got the best of him, but also felt the officer could have handled it better, like we always do about this time. It's unclear if officers found any evidence of actual shots fired, but neighbors say what played out during this visit by Columbus police was unjust. Yes, it was. Columbus police initially commented saying interim chief Tom Quinlan has reviewed the video, and while uses of force can appear shocking, the officer on preliminary review was protecting bystanders during the call. Police are conducting an investigation into all aspects of the incident. The results of the investigation will be released upon its completion. Alright, here we go. So pretty much what has happened is that the police officers responded to shots fired. Shots fired, I can tell you this from a law enforcement officer perspective, shots fired ain't nothing to fuck around with. You don't fuck around with it for two reasons mainly. Your ass might be getting shot, or somebody may be getting shot, and because of your lackadaisical or inappropriate response to that scene could cause in somebody's life being lost or somebody being in grave bodily harm. Plain and simple. So shots fired is always a serious thing. When you arrive on a scene for shots fired, one of the main things you want to do is gain control of the situation. Because if you got a bunch of shit going on, you got a bunch of niggas running their mouths, period, point blank, shit can go left real quick. And this is exactly what happened. These are trained police officers that are on a scene conducting an investigation, and niggas, because they don't know the law, they don't know how to behave, what do? They pull the wild out button. That's what they do. They get to wilding out. Anything happens in my life and I don't know what's going on, or I don't like what's going on, I pull the wild out lever and I just act a goddamn fool until somebody wind up in jail, somebody get their ass whooped, or somebody winds up dead. That's what we do. That's what always happens. When you have people that don't know what the hell they doing and all they can do is wild the fuck out, this is what happens. However, Officer Johnson came with a right, left, you're toothless, and didn't say goddamn he's ruthless. I like what he did, even though it looked fucked up, but I like what he did because this dude was talking cash shit. And if you don't see the whole video, you won't get all of that. But I know niggas, and I know what niggas do, especially when it's a bunch of them outside and they feeling good about themselves and they think they can do and say whatever the hell they want to the police. Because it's so often that they see the police not doing shit that this one got exactly what he was asking for. He ended up, get that food. And then when he cashed in his chips, the nigga didn't want to play no more. That's what happened. So let's take a look.
It's live, man. It's on there now.
It's on live.
You hear this shit?
Is it recording?
That's a woman.
Okay.
Now,
I need the what's going on.
I need the what's going on. So look, it's ridiculous. So look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. What I think about is officers in the house, and you got officers on the porch. Now, because it's shots fired, a lot of officers have responded like they should. Shots fired, let's see what the fuck is going on, make sure everything's good. And apparently, the investigation has led them to this home, which I would, under normal circumstances, I would be like, well, hey, maybe they shouldn't be out here, or maybe they should be, or maybe they should have handled it a different way. Nope. When you see the kind of house that these motherfuckers is at, you can understand that this ain't nothing but a house full of motherfucking wild, ignorant ass motherfuckers that act a goddamn fool, and the shit goes left because they don't know how to conduct themselves. Here you go.
My son's house.
So
I wonder what's going on.
This is my son's
My
house.
grandbabies better not be in there while y'all got guns.
You hear that? Let's take it back.
Live.
It's live, man.
This is going live.
It's on live.
So now, first things first. Our papa freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those are the ones that like us. They don't get nothing but penetration. This woman here is coming up to her son's house. She perceives or believes or is under the assumption that not only her son, but possibly her grandchildren and other people that are her relatives could be in danger. What's the first thing she thinks she needs to do? Go live. Ah, yes. Excellent, Smithers. Let's go live. Let's not worry about talking to an officer in charge. No, Smithers. We won't worry about getting to our loved ones. We will film all of the debauchery, all of the powerful negatory that's going on. That's what we'll do, Smithers.
Is it recording?
It's recording. That's all she worried about.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to what's going on.
I need the what's going. I need the what's going on. Y'all heard? You hear that, right? I need the what's going on. This is a grandmother speaking. Not I need to find out what's going on. Not officer, can you tell me what's going on? Officer, can somebody speak to me or help me or explain to me what's going on? Nope. She said, is this live? I need to know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to what's going on.
I need to what's going on.
This my son's house. I wonder what's going on.
This my
My
son's house.
grandbabies better not be in there while y'all got guns.
What do you mean? They better not be in there while y'all get guns. They're the fucking police. They all have guns. They all have multiple guns. Some police officers carry one, some carry two. Some carry two in a rifle. Some carry one in a rifle. Anytime that you see a police officer, he or she is going to have a gun. A firearm, pistol, rifle, some type of firearm or projectile firing tool. That's what they're all gonna have.
Y'all got guns from not my grandkids in there? I don't know if Brianna and Junior in there.
Brianna and Junior.
What's going on? Tell me what the fuck going on. This my son's house.
Did you hear that line, bitch? This my mama, my son. This my mama, my son house. What the fuck does that mean? Well, whose house is it? Again.
What's going on? Tell me what the fuck going on. This my son's house. My son's house. In there. What's going on? Tell me what the fuck going on. This my son's house.
Now, let me explain this to my non-nigga folks. All right? Unless you live in the hood, you ain't gonna understand what the fuck that meant. However, I speak a little bit of niggalese. All right? What she's saying when she says this my mama, my son house means the house is essentially the grandmother's or her mother. That's who actually owns the house. It was probably left to her by their granddaddy, probably left them the house, and that's how she owns it. And that's why all them niggas that lived up in grandmama house. The reason why she said my house, because at one point or another, she either lived there or currently has a good portion of her shit still in her mama's house. Now, thirdly, the reason why she then turned around and said my son's house is because that's the young nigga who's currently paying the bills. So it's initially the grandmama's house. She at one point, the mama at one point or another, or is currently residing or halfway in between that house. And the son is the one who's probably currently paying all bills and actually taking care of the house. Henceforth, the my mama, my son house. That's how we get there. Okay? So that's what that means. Here we go.
Grandkids.
My
Where the
grandkids.
kids at?
Where my grandkids?
Back up.
Tierra, scoot back.
Tierra.
Scoot back,
Scoot
Tierra.
back.
He want to make somebody.
Now, what you see this officer has right here in his hand is what is known as mace. In his right hand is a canister of mace. He's pulled out his canister of mace because there's a good large group of niggas on the other side of the street, and he's trying to maintain a safety area by keeping them on the other side of the street while his fellow officers are conducting the investigation of what? Shots fired, which means nigga with a gun popping off rounds. Okay? And here she go.
He wanna make somebody. Look, he wanna make somebody. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him.
Now, why is she? Now, do you realize that ain't nobody said a word to her? And all she doing is yelling. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him.
Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him.
Ain't saying shit.
Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate.
And if you look, he actually backed up.
He wanna make somebody. He wanna make somebody. Look. He wanna make somebody. Look at the hate in him. 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 Look at the hate in him.
Just don't do that, dude.
Look at the hate. He wanna make.
Now here's my question. How the fuck do you see or look at somebody and see the hate in them? And then somebody you just met, and then you see so much hate in him that you have to repeat it a numerous amount of times to no end and to make no point. Except to just say, look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Here we go.
Look, he wanna make somebody.
Ain't said shit to them.
Look at the hate in him. 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 Look at the hate in him.
You see how she broke it down? Look at the hate in him. 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 Bitch, are you dropping a fucking verse, or are you really just talking shit, or should you just be trying to be calm to find out what's going on? Instead, this bitch is doing a remix to the hate in his eyes.
In him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the
you in this bitch. He said, look at the hate in him. 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 And she is really performing, and I swear to God, there are some people who will look at this and think that this is a woman who's not very smart and she don't really know what's going on, and all she trying to do is find out what's going on with her grandkids. And I would halfway give you the benefit of the doubt and agree with you, except for the fact that she, since she has been going live, has done nothing but yell and scream. So therefore, she is what we would call grandstanding or performing, which is why she's performing to the point to where she is literally chanting a song about look at the hate in him. Listen, and you can't tell me nothing different. She's literally grandstanding, and she's literally making this noise for the Facebook Live stream.
Just don't do that.
Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him.
That's a case.
Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him.
You
Look at the hate in him.
Just don't do that, dude.
Look at the hate in this man. Look, he waving. Officer, what?
He waving, and he's telling you like to chill.
I'm not in your way, officer.
He's literally telling her that, and this dude is really trying to be a professional. He's like, look, just calm down. And she talking about, look, he waving. Look, she's just exaggerating the entire situation. And here's my thing. If I'm a concerned parent, if I'm a concerned uncle, if I'm a concerned relative, if I'm a concerned grandparent, the last thing I want to do, if I'm really concerned about my kids being in a house or my grandkids being in a house with these bad police officers with guns, the last thing I want to do is yell and scream and agitate the officers that are outside. Because all that does is create confusion. More and more noise causes confusion.
I'm just looking at fucking record your name. Look, he waving. Officer, what? I ain't in your way, officer. I'm not in your way, officer. I'm just looking at fucking record your name. What's your name, officer? Oh, that.
Now, if she's really concerned, why isn't she asking questions? All she's doing is making accusations. I don't know what's your name, officer. I don't know what your name. I'm just recording you, officer. She's literally just being fucking obnoxious to the point to where she's disturbing and disrupting the entire investigation. And to her point, she's literally she's literally endangering her grandkids and her children that she's so concerned about. She wants to kick it off. She's amping the shit up. That's all she's doing. It's just like it's like being like in high school when you would be or in elementary school. You got two people who really don't want to fight. These two people are squaring off. It's a whole bunch of people who is in a circle around them, right? What do you do to get them to fight? You get loud. You start saying, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? You push the person into the other person. You lie and say, oh, he said something about your mama. You better not say something about my grandmama though, because my grandmama dead. That's what you do. She's literally agitating this police officer by calling him a liar, calling him that he got hate in his eyes, saying he wants to mace him, and then she's saying, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna hate on him? Look at the hate in it. She's just making noise and accusations about an officer who's literally standing there and who rightfully so should have a fucking can of mace. Me personally, I probably would have fucked around and pulled out my gun with all them niggas on the other side of the street. I'm just telling you that right now. I wouldn't have pointed it at them. I wouldn't have did no shit like that. But the way that these motherfuckers acting, and they not, if I'd have probably told them like, ma'am, you need to calm down. I understand you upset, but you need to stop. We're conducting an investigation, and as soon as we can, we'll explain to you what's going on. Plain and simple. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not trying to be overly nice. All that shit. You keep running your mouth, because when you do that, you start playing their game. And that's what a lot of police officers make a mistake in doing. They make the mistake of running their mouth and arguing with a motherfucker who does not have logic. You cannot reason with a savage. So you explain to the savage what it is, what the consequences are, what the rules are, the way it's going to go. You give them the information, and that's it. You trying to make them understand ain't going to do nothing but get you more frustrated, and it's going to get you off your game. That's what happens.
What? Oh, one of those. How? Is that what you say about us? One of them? One of us? One of them? One of them?
Listen to me.
Come on, there. Just stay over here so don't give nobody reason to be hurt. And I'm just wondering what's going on. They in the house.
Now this motherfucker that's talking, he's slower than a motherfucker. He ride the short bus with the tinted windows that got the bus driver, a security in the front seat, and a security in the back seat. That's the bus this motherfucker on. Yes, this is in Columbus, Ohio. This is Columbus, Ohio PD. That's what this motherfucker is. He's that motherfucker. This motherfucker sounds so goddamn slow, it don't make no sense. Of course she's black, Billy Goat Gruff. You, sir, how preposterous of you to think that this person would be anything but black. Look at the youngling with the other youngling on her shoulder, carrying it around like a fucking sack of potatoes. Now here's where shit goes left. So you got some people that you probably know on the porch. You got somebody here leaned up against the car with their hands on their head. And then what do you have? A young Terminatrix coming across the street with a youngling hanging over her shoulder. And ain't nobody stopped to say a goddamn thing to this kid, or to stop this kid, or to call this kid back, like, bring your little young dumbass back over here. Ain't no reason whatsoever for this young girl with what seems to be a toddler on her fucking shoulder going across. The girl can't be no more than 5. Can't be. So you got a young girl, I'm sorry, you have a minor with a fucking toddler going across the street to find out what's going on. I ain't even see this other. Boy, these niggas in this picture like, where's Waldo? Do you see the other nigga over here? Look at the nigga over here that's down on the side of the porch. So it's 3 niggas on the porch. Ain't nobody in handcuffs, and this dude got his hands on his head, and here comes young Sharkeisha with young Sharkeisha Nene on her motherfucking shoulder. Where the fuck is she going? And why the fuck ain't nobody, all these other adults over here, stop this girl?
Yeah, just stay over here so don't give nobody reason to be hurt. And I'm just wondering what's going on. They in the house and they getting.
Oh my God. She got two. Oh my God. I didn't even see that other one. This is what I only watched this once. So I really didn't get to like break all this down. That's why I'm watching this now with y'all so that we can see all this shit. And if you're over on the relationship rehab, click the link and come on over to United Guns of America so that you can see yourself in the chat. So this little girl who looks like she's about maybe 11, no more than 12, she has what appears to be a 4 to 5-year-old on her fucking shoulder, and then she has a baby, a little baby in Pampers on her hip. Where the fuck are the parents? Where's the mothers and the fathers and the aunties and the uncles in this whole goddamn scenario? Better yet, damn all of that. Where the fuck are the adults? Why is this little girl getting involved? Now here comes our motherfucking contender right here. Mr. What was his name? Mr. Jonathan Robinson. He's our contender here. He's going for the belt. He's on his way into the ring.
My daughter, get back over here. What is
young ass doing this stupid shit? And there's a nigga in the back too. 1, 2, 3, 4
so don't give
niggas out
nobody
front.
reason to be hurt. And I'm just wondering what's going on. They in the house and they getting.
Look,
Come
where
on,
the
daughter,
fuck she
get
going?
back over here.
Get over here.
Get back over there. Junior,
Now they telling him to get
off
back.
my son. Junior, get
Boom!
off.
Yeah, you see that shit? Hey, boy, did he not bring it?
Wondering what's going on.
Cause here, I'ma tell you exactly why that police officer did what the fuck he did. And you gonna see it, but you just don't see it here in this angle. Dude is talking cash shit and he's swelling up because he talking shit. And you can see the way he's standing, he's saying some foul shit to the police officer. And the only reason why he doing that shit to that police officer is because that police officer who had the mace didn't say shit to none of them. Out of all that shit they was yelling and screaming, look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. Look at the hate in him. All that shit that he was doing, he never said nothing. He never lost his cool. So now this young nigga in his feelings and his emotions, he think he can try him. And that's why he started talking shit. Because all this police officer did was told that girl with them 2 fucking babies who shouldn't have been nowhere near this entire scenario, because this is a shots fired call. They should have been the furthest away from this whole entire scene. But she felt it was her duty to run up on the other side and get involved. For whatever fucking reason, I have no clue. She was out of fucking line. And her parents should have been there, or some adult should have been there to keep her and them 2 other babies out the fucking way. And this is what I believe is her dad.
And they getting.
Come on,
Like,
daughter, get back over here.
Now look,
Get over here.
he talking shit.
Get back over there.
And there go his back up.
Junior,
He's like, hey,
get
back
off
up,
my
man.
son. Junior,
What?
get off.
Boom! Yeah.
Oh,
You hear that
oh, get away from my grandbaby. Get away from my grandbaby.
Do you hear this motherfucker? She literally at one point is just saying, we are the most ignorant of the law, don't know how to handle our emotions. We don't know how to literally, as basic and as insulting as this may sound, it's just the flat out God to honest truth. We literally don't know how to behave. I'm talking basic behavior, manners, all that shit. We don't know how to behave in public, in court, in a school, in a boat, in a car, in a moat, anywhere, in a church. You look at all of the shit and shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. You look at all of the shit that you see these women doing, these men doing, this ghetto ratchet ass shit. It's everywhere. It's at a courthouse. It's at a boathouse. It's at an in-house. It's at an outhouse. It's at a courthouse. It's at a church house. It's at it's everywhere. Section 8 house, penthouse, White House. It don't matter. They are just out of fucking control with their emotions, and they don't know how to behave. They act like animals. And I'm telling you, when Tommy say chimp out, that's what the fuck they're doing. If you've never been to the zoo, you need to go to the zoo and see what happens when the ape. Man, you ain't gotta go to the zoo. Watch fucking Project X. That's a movie with Matthew Broderick and a monkey. Watch fucking Planet of the Apes, and you will see a scene where you see the monkeys just ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. They're just making noise. That's exactly what she does. Just watch. It's exactly what she's gonna do. She's literally just gonna be like, wow, wow, wow. Totally out of control. Totally.
Come on, daughter, get back over here.
Get over here.
Get back over here.
There goes Ali.
Shoot it.
Ali pushes it up against the rope.
Shoot
Boom!
it.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. The Russians cut.
Get away from my grandbaby. Get away from my grandbaby. Look what's going on.
Now you can even hear the officer. You can hear the officer say, "Get your baby." Exactly. Because you got a fucking 12-year-old on the scene who's literally in control of not one but two kids. Would you be surprised that one of them hit the goddamn floor because y'all acting like some goddamn animals? No, absolutely not. And it's not the police fault. Plain and simple. Because this is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. Because this nigga was thinking about the story he gonna tell on how when he was on Facebook Live, he stood up to that police officer and told his motherfucking ass what time it was until he realized that motherfucking Rocky Marciano came out here with this motherfucking right hook. And if you really watch Rocky Marciano, he got the shotgun, but he ain't even tripping on that. He like, nah, I'm gonna whoop Joe Lewis's ass. I'm going to push him with this left to set him up to keep him over here to the right. And I'm going to come by and be like, bam. Yes. And then you go see the dude who's one of the family members or one of the friends of the family. He's so busy trying to talk shit to the police, he steps over the baby. So all these motherfuckers are supposed to be here in concern of their loved ones, their family, their grandkids, their cousins, their nephews, their sons, walked over the baby who just fell on the ground. And the police officers tell him like, get your baby. Because she shouldn't have been out there in the first goddamn place. Watch.
Get away from my grandbaby. Get away from my
He actually knocked the baby down. Boom! Down goes Frazier.
Get away from my grandbaby.
Do y'all hear this bitch?
Come on, daughter, get back over here.
Get over here.
Get back
As
over
you come
here.
up like, boy,
Never
Shoot
talk
it.
shit like
Get
that.
off my son.
What?
Shoot it.
Boom!
Oh,
Yeah.
get away from my grandbaby. Get away
Look,
from my
he knocked the baby down.
Look what's going on to my grandbaby. Look at this. Look. Get off my son. Get off my son. Look. Get off my son. Look at him. Look at him. Move back with my grandkids. They Mason. Get off my son. Get off.
And look, if you listen closely, you will even hear the little one starting to say the same thing. She's like, get off of him! Get off of him! Get off of him! You will even hear her saying it. This is a goddamn shame, man.
Get off my son!
Out of control.
Get away from my grandbaby!
Now this woman ain't been pinched. This woman ain't been maced. This ain't shit happened to this woman. Yet she's the loudest motherfucker on the scene. She's making more noise than the motherfucker who done got rocked and rocked the bells. She making more noise than the motherfucker who rocked the motherfucker. She's making more noise than the 10 police officers that's on the scene. She's making more noise than the people who's trying to break it up. And she's making more noise than the children who are probably traumatized. She ain't been touched. And all she has to offer to this entire scenario is...
Get back over here! Get over here! Get back over there!
This is what I'm bringing to the table.
Junior! Get off my son! Junior, get off! Get away from my grandbaby! Get away from my grandbaby! Look what's going on to my grandbaby!
Now the police officer is talking to the woman who's recording, telling her to get the baby. Totally disregarded, don't give no fucks. The young 12-year-old kid or 11-year-old kid, she gotta come get the baby.
Look at this! Look! Get off my son! Get off my son! Look! Get off my son! Look at him! Look at him! Move back with my grandkids! They Mason! Get off my son! Get off my son! Get off my son! Get my baby! Go back there with my grandkids! Go back with my grandkids! Look at this! For no reason! For no reason! He punched my son! He punched my son! He punched my son! He punched my son!
Now I would have punched the cowboy shit out of him too. You know why? Because you don't give no nigga no leeway in no situation like this. You don't give him no leeway. You don't give him no leeway because the more you don't say nothing to them, the more you don't stop them in their tracks and show them that you are ruthless, the more you don't do it, the further they think they can go. Because they will begin to talk more and more shit, and they will, and like that dude, he even squared up with that officer.
He punched my son! You racist bastard! Yeah, you racist bastard! You hit my son! You racist bastard!
They gonna punch him because he's trying to see about his wife.
Yeah! And you got my grandkids!
He's trying to see.
That big bitch is now, I know she a big bitch, but she's just now starting to run out of wind. So that's why you hear her slow down a little bit. All the overweight police officers though. Hey, them motherfuckers, here's the thing, man. Up in motherfucking areas like up in areas like Michigan, Ohio, it ain't nothing to do up there. Cause it's always cold or raining so all you doing is eating. Wisconsin, all them motherfuckers. That whole little area by the Great Lakes, all motherfuckers do around there is pretty much you stay in the house or you go somewhere to eat because there's not a lot of outdoor activity. And when there's not a lot of outdoor activity, not that you work out outdoors, but when there's not a lot of outdoor activities to do, you tend to stay in the house, which is why you tend to be less active than you are when you are in areas where the weather is more applicable to you for you to be outside.
Racist! They are racist!
They are racist.
They're racist! They're racist! They're racist! They're racist and my grandkids are in the house! My grandkids are in the house and y'all doing this shit! This is dead wrong!
Listen to it.
My grandkids are in the house! This ain't a family community. We have family.
She said this ain't nothing but family community. We have families. How the fuck does she think that this is something to where I'm gonna believe that you are respectable members of a community and all you've been doing since the second you came out here is recorded me and called me racist and said I got nothing but hate in my eyes and I want to mace all you motherfuckers. How would I even attempt to believe you and attempt to even understand your position?
What the fuck did they do?
They hit my son! He's a racist profiler! He's a racist profiler!
Listen.
Racist profiler! Bring me my gun!
Yes, this dumb bitch is now saying that he is a racist profiler. I'ma say it again. He's a racist profiler. How, Sway? What the fuck is a racist profiler? I don't know.
I'm doing this shit. This is bad wrong. My grandkids are in the house. This ain't of a family community. We have family.
What the fuck did they do?
They hit my son. He's a racist profiler. He's a racist profiler. Racist profiler. Bring me my grandkids. Give me my grandkids.
All the kids.
Give me my grandkids.
Bring the grandkids.
Give me my grandkids. Give me my grandkids.
Get over there.
Give me my grandkids.
Get over there.
He going to.
He knocked my son out for no
Still got the
reason.
little baby.
What's
Still got the
happening
baby.
over his wife?
Get him started.
Why would you feel that you need to have minors out here in this situation? What are they here to contribute? Nothing at all. Why would they be out here in this situation where there's possibly shots? Well, no, not possibly, but they're on a call for shots fired. Your son just got his ass rocked and locked up, put in cuffs. Somebody else that's in your family or one of your friends and got locked. They already threw about 3 niggas in cuffs. Why would you want your kids or your grandkids to be seeing this? Why would you want to have them there? Why not take? He said, "Is that Waka Flocka?" She said, "Is that Waka Flocka, Mama Dead?" She do sound like this damn, don't she? Why would you have your kids in that situation? Why would you want them to be around it? Why not just say, "Get y'all asses out of here. Go take y'all asses and sit in my car. Go home." Whatever the case may be. Why do you want to keep them in this shit? You know why? Because you really, honest and truly, don't give a fuck about them kids. Because you ain't shit bitch. And all you want is the attention of Facebook Live and the attention of the news and the attention from this situation with the interaction you're having with the police. That's why you're making all this goddamn noise about nothing. If you really wanted to find out what was going on, you'd have actually speak to a supervisor. You would explain to them who you were, calm and collected, and you would have told them who you were. That's what you would have done. But you didn't want to do that. You just wanted to make a lot of noise. You want to point your finger, do a bunch of name calling and yelling and screaming in hopes of you getting sympathy and attention for the situation at hand.
He was
wrong. He wrong. He hit my son for checking on his wife and kids. That's that racist man.
You on camera hitting a child. Y'all on camera hitting a child.
Actually, they ain't on camera hitting a child. But you see the young girl still with the baby who just got knocked down. She's still out there talking shit to the police. I don't understand why people think that that's getting them anywhere.
Y'all push my daughter over. Y'all on camera.
Oh, that's her daughter. She said it's her daughter. So this girl got to be at least, hopefully, a teenager. She's got to be a young mother. She's a young mother, and probably both of them motherfucking kids was hers then.
Yeah.
And you hear her, yeah, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
She done
Don't take a child. This man wasn't doing nothing but asking why you pushing up on his wife and his kids. Yeah.
camera. Y'all going down.
Yeah.
I'm so
Here we go.
Ain't got no goddamn bra on. Titties running all the way down to the Mississippi River. This big bitch got no bra on, titties touching the Mississippi River, and she just standing around, steady getting in the middle of this shit. What the fuck is wrong with us, man? How come we don't know how to conduct ourselves in a public setting? Look at this shit. You got one of these ghetto motherfuckers walking up the street with a baby on her hip, talking cash shit about something that don't even concern her. She's just talking about, she just want to be in the middle of some shit. You got this mama slash grandmama yelling and screaming nothing but just utter nonsense.
Face this man.
You on camera hitting the child. Y'all on camera hitting the child. Y'all push my daughter over. Y'all
Yeah.
on camera. Y'all going down.
Yeah.
Mississippi titty bitch.
Here we go.
Y'all push my daughter.
Yeah.
She done
Don't
hit
take
her
a
with
child. This man wasn't doing nothing but asking why you pushing up on his wife or his kids. And he racist. He hit my son. He hit my son. He racist. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Now she don't even realize this. And she doesn't even realize this. She's literally threatening the police. She's literally threatening the police. And they letting her get away with the shit. Why? I have no clue. It's just this thing to where it's like people are so fucking tired and just don't want to deal with black women that act like this because it's a waste of fucking time. They literally just don't want to deal with them. And they'll literally let them run their mouth and talk shit because they don't want to deal with them. Plain and simple. What did you say? Brian may not have live chat selected. It's above the chat box. Hey, that could very well be true. Let me check and see what's going on. Here, I can start this back.
Face this man.
You on camera hitting the child. Y'all on camera hitting the child. Y'all push my daughter over. Y'all
Yeah.
on camera. Y'all going down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Y'all push my daughter.
Yeah.
She done
Don't
had
take
nothing to do
a
with
child. This man wasn't doing nothing but asking why you pushing up on his wife or his kids. And he racist. He hit my son. He hit my son. He racist. I'll get you. I'll get you and your family.
It was them.
I'ma get you and your family. Guarantee you that. I'm taking names. Yeah. Y'all doing this in front of my goddamn grandkids.
Y'all here to protect, not their people. Y'all here to protect.
Yeah, he just hit my son like it wasn't shit. He wrong. He is wrong.
She walking
He wrong. It's him. I got you, you little bald-headed bastard. I got you.
She is literally just getting away with just
Guarantee that.
actually just
I'm
threatening the
taking
police.
names. Yeah. Y'all doing this in front of my goddamn grandkids.
Here to protect.
She says, y'all are doing this in front of my goddamn grandkids. You letting your goddamn grandkids stay out here. I ain't seen no nigga. I ain't seen that nigga come out of that house with some kids. She the one that got the kids out here. Her and her son and her daughter-in-law, whatever, they out here with these kids. Not her. Not the police. It's her.
Not their people. Y'all here to protect.
Yeah, he just hit my son like it wasn't shit.
Now that bitch. Now that's the truest shit that bitch said tonight. He hit my son like it wasn't shit. And I'm telling you, shout out to Officer Johnson. He rocked that nigga's bail. He didn't play with that motherfucker. And that's one of my biggest points about this shit. You can't play with these niggas. You can't play with niggas. Don't play around with these niggas. These niggas are animals. Don't fuck around with them. You either deal with them or you don't. You either run or you motherfucking confront them head on. Don't be trying to reason with them, put your hand out and offer them a sugar cube or something, or offering them a carrot to try to befriend them motherfuckers, because they will tear your ass to shreds. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Don't do it. You either run and go the other way, or you take these motherfuckers on head on and grab the bull by the horns, goddammit.
I'll get you. I'll get you.
I'll get you
And your family.
and your family.
I'ma get you and your family.
Now here's my thing. Do you honestly think, and you look at how the police are standing there, just letting these motherfuckers roll and letting these motherfuckers go on and on. Do you honestly think this is the first time they've heard this shit? No. This is how they are treated in our communities. This is how people talk shit to the police on a daily basis. And I ask you this. If you getting talked to like this and you on the job as a police officer, a young police officer, a young inexperienced police officer, over time, would you really, honestly, truly give a fuck about these people? Would you, and even us as people, should we expect these people to really give a fuck, to go above and beyond to uphold the law around us when this is what they get? No. So when you have this type, and you talking about a group of motherfuckers, this ain't no one bitch on the side. They all over there on the same shit. It's just that she's the motherfucking one with the camera. They don't know the law. They don't know what the fuck is going on. And they don't even know how to talk to a person. All they know how to do is make a bunch of fucking noise and act fucking like animals.
Guarantee that. I'm taking names. Yeah. Y'all doing this in front of my goddamn grandkids.
Y'all here to protect, not them people. Y'all here to protect.
Yeah, he just hit my son like it wasn't shit. He wrong. He is wrong.
She walking over
He told, right, that's what he just told. You walked up with your baby. Why would you put your child in danger? Why? Because you don't give a goddamn. Kid is like a fucking accessory. It's like her having a fucking Dooney and Burke purse on her motherfucking shoulder, and she'll walk into anything with it. Because it got all her personal belongings on it.
Hell, I got you, you little bald-headed bastard. I got you.
Stop hollering.
Bald-headed bastard. He hit an innocent man. 110. 110. Yeah, this thing's 110. Hey, come here, investigator. Whoever you may be, come here. He wrong. I want to press charges on that one. That one right there. You racist prick. You racist prick. Look at you smelling, you racist prick. That's why your family gonna die.
Now she's sitting here threatening this dude, telling him that his family is gonna die. That's why your family's gonna die. And here's the other part to this. She's using the word prick because her dumb ass thinks it's a part of white people's dialect to where it's offensive. Not even realizing that people say prick instead of saying dick. That's what she's doing. And she's so fucking stupid that she doesn't even understand the usage of the word and using it in the proper context. That's why she's calling him a prick. Because you people say prick because they try not to say dick. They don't want to say dick because dick is more of an explicit word. So that's why they use the word prick. Hey man, don't be a prick. Hey man, you're being a prick. She's thinking that the word prick to white people is more offensive than dick. Dumb as fuck. And this is the reason why I call this shit out. The reason why I'm talking about this is because a person who is ignorant, a person who is not informed, a person who don't know what the fuck they're doing, but yet still they have a voice, they are extremely dangerous. Because not only is what she's saying not correct, but she's displaying this type of behavior to other people who will copy and mimic what the fuck she's doing, i.e. her children and her grandchildren. That's why she's dangerous. She's literally passing on her ignorance to the generations that come after her. She's literally passing on her bad habits to the generations that are coming after her. They literally have front row seats to their grandmother acting a goddamn fool about nothing. Because contrary to what you may believe at this point, the only people that are hurt and are in handcuffs are the assholes who were doing the dumb shit outside.
They all fucking die, you racist prick! The way you hit my son! You hit my son for no fucking reason! And y'all hit my grandkids.
And y'all hit my kids. Y'all going down. It don't
It's
matter.
wrong.
Every one of y'all.
I know y'all supposed to support each other, but wrong is wrong, goddammit.
So many wrongs. Y'all
Wrong is
If wrong is wrong, then what the fuck were you doing out there in the first place? What were you doing out there in the first goddamn place? If wrong is wrong, what were you doing out there in the first place? Because everything you did in approaching this entire situation was dead ass wrong.
wrong. Wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck if you're all law enforcement. Wrong is wrong.
Go ahead.
Wrong is wrong.
Listen to her.
He's wrong.
She just saying he's wrong.
Yes! He hit my son for no fucking reason! Cause he went to go get my daughter his wife! He'll race his ass prick!
I was going to check on my nieces and nephews.
Why? That's your problem, you dumb bitch. Ain't nobody asked you to go check on your nieces and your nephews. If your nieces and nephews need some help, God damn it, that's what the police are there for. If your nieces and nephews need some help, then you need to ask to speak to an officer as opposed to walking up when they telling your ass to back the fuck up. And if you really gave a fuck, you wouldn't be putting your other smaller children in jeopardy because you trying to find out what the fuck is going on with your niece and your nephew. Where the fuck are your niece and your nephew's parents?
They all in the house over bullshit. What's going the fuck on? What, these gay motherfuckers trying to call or something? It's probably these gay motherfuckers live.
Now she calling the people who across the street. She's saying that they must be of a homosexual nature, or they don't like them, or they not ignorant like them. So now she's saying that they gay and that they the problem and they probably called over here.
In this house.
You see how stupid this bitch is?
Let it be a house over bullshit. What's going the fuck on? What, these gay motherfuckers trying to call or something? It's probably these gay motherfuckers living in this house.
Don't know shit. Don't
Let
even
it
live over there,
be.
motherfuckers going on.
The wrong is wrong. Y'all can stick together
The
as law
wrong is wrong.
enforcement, but do it right. Do it right. That's okay. I go around. That's my son's house. I'll go around. I'm going around. Put my shoe down, please. I'm going around. Yeah.
She's saying put her shoe down because this big bitch is wearing some slides. I guarantee it. She got on some slides. She got on. Let me show you. She has on something like this, but they are not of this type of quality. These are Under Armours. She has on some that are from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, or Dollar General variety, and they have another little piece that probably comes out that she sticks her toe in between like that. And that shit is probably about to break its damn self. But she's definitely a larger woman with some fucked up slides on. I've bet money.
Yeah. Yeah, where that little racist prick at? Yeah. Where that racist prick at?
Racist
Where's
prick.
that racist prick at? The one that hit my son? Why he smelling that short other motherfucker?
Ma'am, he didn't hit your son. He rocked your motherfucking son. That's what the fuck he did. He gave him that haymaker, that $5 holler, that one piece. Now he gave that motherfucker a good bucket. That wasn't wasn't no 8-piece or no 8. He gave him a bucket with or a quick little snack pack, extra spicy, with 2 biscuits, gravy, and mashed potatoes with coleslaw. He gave him a full meal. What they call a snack pack. It's at Harold's. He gave him a snack pack. Hit him with that one hitter quitter. Bang. Got him to the ground. Next thing you know, he in cuffs getting into the back of the house.
On God, he was walking. He just walked past.
All he did was
from
walk.
the store. He just walked past us going to the store.
Man!
Pulled up. We walked around.
Man!
Get on the wall.
See, and it's unjust! And it's the unjust pulling over! It's the unjust pulling over! Look at my grandkids going through this bullshit! Look at my...
Now, do you hear this shit? She said it's an unjust pulling over. What the fuck do you mean unjust pulling over? This ain't no goddamn traffic stop. You see what I mean? She's literally just saying shit to be saying shit. And now the police, obviously there are other adults in the house. Nobody's in trouble. And what are they doing? They're letting the kids out of the house. So all this shit that you yelling and screaming over, and the fact that your son done got his ass stole the fuck on with a snack pack, and he in the back of the seat, back seat of a police car, it was all for nothing. All for nothing. Because these officers are conducting their investigation, and as soon as it was possible, kids are outside.
Man! Man!
Get on that wall.
See, that is unjust! And it's unjust pulling over!
There they go.
It's
1, 2,
unjust pulling
3,
over! Look at my grandkids going
4,
through this bullshit!
5,
Look at my grandkids going through this
boy, them motherfuckers
bullshit!
coming about there like motherfucking roaches. You see that shit?
This is bullshit! This is bullshit!
Yeah.
This is bullshit! This is fucking bullshit! Y'all not protecting us! They're not protecting us! Y'all wrong! Y'all wrong! If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to
That bitch, oh, some more guy, she turned it into a man. That bitch turned it into a man. That bitch was like, y'all motherfuckers better now, y'all motherfuckers to duke these niggas. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Y'all, boy, listen to this motherfucking voice, how it just starts getting deeper and deeper. How does that happen?
Y'all be going on. Y'all not protecting us. They're not protecting us. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to.
That motherfucking voice got deep as hell. That bitch was like, y'all wrong. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no. Boy, this bitch here.
This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Y'all not protecting us. They're not protecting us. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off. Y'all be going off if it was your family. Y'all not protecting us. They're not protecting us. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off.
If it was your fucking family, y'all be going to fuck off.
Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off.
Hey man, look, that's a motherfucking man. I swear for Lord, that's a man. I swear for Jesus. If y'all was a motherfucking man, y'all family, y'all be going to fuck off. That bitch either man or she possessed. He said, y'all wrong. If y'all was a fucking man, you be going to fuck off. Oh my God. Boy, y'all hear this shit? That bitch on steroids or something. Oh my God. Listen to this.
This is fucking bullshit. Y'all not protecting us. They're not protecting us. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going to fuck off. Y'all be going off if it was your family. God, I swear to God, I wish the death on all y'all motherfuckers. He just wanted to make sure.
These fucking niggas need to die. That's what the fuck this bitch just said. I ain't never seen no nigga like that. These niggas need to die. She like, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. If that was y'all family, y'all motherfuckers would be.
If it was your family.
Boy,
God, I swear to God, I wish the death on all y'all motherfuckers.
death on all y'all.
Bring your asses on. Come on, y'all. Go on. Give me go, baby. Go.
Nigga, that's the remix right there to That Fuck Nigga Need to Die. I wish the death on all you motherfuckers over there. I wish death on all you motherfuckers over there.
Y'all not
They're not protecting us. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
That shit got my throat hurting.
If it was your fucking family that got hit, y'all be going the fuck off. Y'all be going off. If it was your family. God, I swear to God, I wish the death on all y'all motherfuckers.
I wish you had this said. I swear to God, I wish the death on all you motherfuckers over there.
Y'all be going off. If it was your family. God, I swear to God, I wish the death on all y'all. If it was your family. God, I swear to God, I wish the death on all motherfuckers. He just wanted to make. I swear to God, I wish the death on all y'all motherfuckers. All motherfuckers. All motherfuckers. He just wanted to make sure. Bring your asses on. Come on, y'all. Go on.
All the
Give me
kids
go, baby. Go.
All the kids go to the house.
Go.
Now, there's the first sensible fucking statement made out of all this shit. The very first sensible statement that's made right here, right now.
Oh, go to my house. Go. Fucking boy. Go, baby. Go. Oh, motherfuckers. He just wanted to make sure. Bring your asses on. Come on, y'all. Go on.
All the
Give me
kids,
go, baby. Go.
all the kids go to the house.
And that's a dude. That's a man.
Go to my house. Go
Listen
on.
to him.
Y'all wrong. Y'all just wrong, and that's fucked up. That's truly fucked up.
That's a dude.
Go on. Go on. Go on. That's fucked up. That's truly fucked up. Y'all ain't here for Texas stuff. Y'all here to fucking kill us. Go on.
Now, you see how far back she was when she was steady talking? And I'm going to say this. Even if she did want to stay and see what was going on, she could have sent all of her family right back there up that little alley and been like, y'all wait right here. Just to keep them away from all of the extra bullshit that was going on. The one with the kid, the two kids, one on her shoulder and one on her hip. The other little 9 grandkids that ran out, the 10 little Indian nigglies that ran out, they all could have just came right on out and went right in that little alleyway and been safe.
Y'all ain't here for Texas stuff. Y'all here to fucking kill us. Go on.
Ain't nobody dead, but
They fucking wrong.
Look at this shit.
Go on. Get in here.
Get in here.
Get in the house.
Get in the house. So this bitch's house is within walking distance.
They fuck.
Within walking distance like a motherfucker. So why not just do that? Why not just put your kids in a safe place to where they won't be getting injured, hurt, whatever the fuck is going on? You know why? Because you still wanna be involved with the fuckery that's going on. You wanna get your likes. Your live is popping now. Everybody's talking about you. You went viral. You're on the news. That's what you initially wanted. That's what you was there for. And that explains the abrasion on your arm. That's exactly what happened. Now, this here, what I'm showing you, is not that rough ass dude's motherfucking hold on. This ain't old boys motherfucking shit. This is the actual dash cam. This is the dash cam footage. And you're gonna actually get a chance to see how this shit unfolds from the officer's point of view. and you gonna see this big bitch. Oh yeah, there go the Mississippi titty bitch, and he telling her to back up. Initially, I told you that was a big fat black bitch. I told you. Look at that big motherfucker. Woo-wee. See there? Look at that motherfucker. I ain't never seen no nigga like that. Look at that shit. Now he done already backed her up. This is like at the beginning from what we was seeing. Telling her to back up. And there go the other motherfucker. Wee. Alright, let's speed it up to where we can get to the officer in the house.
Spread your feet.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to see the whole motherfucking shebang too. Let's back it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it's gonna get cracking. Here we go. Now this is the officer. So let me paint this picture for y'all. This is the officer who actually gonna put the woo wop the foo fop the bams on him. This is the officer who's standing there with the shotgun, watching his partner. So he watching his partner, got his partner back and all that shit. And this is what he's the one who actually gives this dude the snack pack, spicy with slaw and mashed potatoes and gravy. So he's watching. There you go. Here's the audio.
Hey, whoa.
See, you telling her to walk.
Hey.
Now, let me tell you something. Nicola chick. They all single. Don't none of these motherfuckers in the hood get married. Don't none of these motherfuckers have stable relationships. Don't none of them have successful, long-lasting relationships. They either fuck with a nigga from time to time. They either fucking a nigga on a regular basis, or they fucking several niggas on a regular basis, because that nigga is fucking not just them, but 4 or 5 other bitches too, and they just easy pussy. Whenever they can get it, they taking it, and if they get pregnant, or when they get pregnant, I should say, they have the baby and they get a check. That's all these hoes is doing. They laying on their backs for checks. That's it. That's all they doing. Looks like my man DJ Just J say baby for benefits. That's what they doing. Laying on their back for benefits, having these babies so they can get a check. That's it. They don't care how these kids wind up. They don't care what these kids turn out to be. As long as these kids are some type of resource for them to where they can get them something, they're gonna keep having them. That's it and that's all. So now you can clearly see how this dude squares up with this police officer that's telling him to get back. And here you go.
Hey, back up.
Boom. Did you hear that? Or what? Or what? Now you know why this dumbass dude said that shit? Because while that big bitch right there, who was recording all the shit, talking about that's my son, all that shit, you a racist, you got hate in your eyes and all that shit, and that police officer didn't do shit. Now this dude think I can get froggish and leap with this motherfucker too. But what happens? You about to see what happens.
Back up. Don't do that. You're on the ground.
Yeah. Motherfucker telling his ass to back up. What you gonna do? He like, back up. And then this dude gonna tell me, what you don't do that? He told your ass to back up several times, and this other officer walked up like, back your ass up. And what he doing? Getting tough. What you gonna do? I'ma show you what I'ma do. I ain't gonna tell you shit. Boom! Cause you wouldn't know what the niggas about to say. You can't touch me. You can't do shit to me. I ain't do. Yes, he can. He rocked your ass asleep. That's what he did. He put them lambs on your ass. Boom.
Don't do that. You're on the ground.
Now, the motherfucker that I was talking about with the slides on, there she go right there. Just for whoever, somebody posted in the chat. Oh, she ain't no, I don't see no slides on her. It's not the big motherfucker with the long titties down in Mississippi. That ain't the lady with the camera. The lady with the camera is this big bitch in this orange. That's the motherfucker who got the camera, who was just saying, wow, wow. That's who that is. Here we go. So watch and look at her feet. Cause now she moving into position. Yeah. Yeah, see them feet? There them feet right there by the car. Just keep watching by the car, down by the tires. What's that little Chrysler 300 sitting out there? Just watch. Watch when them motherfucking feet come out. The feet come out at night. There they go. What you see? Flip, flop, flip, 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 flop, flip, flop, flip, 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 flop. I'm telling you, man, I done seen these niggas on the Serengeti, and I'm telling you what they do and what they be on. This is it right here. Yeah. Now here come the ignorant bitch out of nowhere. Oh, I'm just not. All these police officers got this perimeter established. Fuck that. I'm gonna walk the fuck up and walk in. And there go dude trying to motherfucking be a Captain Saber host. And this what he do. I'ma save you, man. Kryptonite. Look at her. Yeah, look at him. Hit his ass with that mace. Yeah. Still trying to record. Get your ass on the ground. Yep, nigga can't move because he got his pants on the ground. Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with the pants on the ground. Now I'm going to tell you right now, the man was very smart in being the one to kick it off. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he has the AR-15. And he would have been able to dispatch not one, but all of them niggas if shit would have went way left. Being on the shots fired call, that's the motherfucker you want to be around, is the motherfucker with the AR-15. Because that motherfucker right there is essentially the motherfucker that's in charge. Who got the AR? It's just like a nigga who got a chopper. For those of you who may not know or understand English, a chopper is what people call a AK-47 or AK-74. It's usually like a automatic rifle. That's what they call choppers. Or it's a rifle that has a large capacity where it can shoot off a good 30 to 40 rounds. You can have a drum on it. Like mine, I got a drum on it. But I'm just saying that's what they call a chopper, where you can literally chop niggas down. That's what he got. He got that chopper. And because he's law enforcement, that chopper got the full ride. So he got semi, he got safe. Click it again, you go to semi. Click it again, you got full ride. He got that full ride. Yeah. America's rifle. That's what AR stand for, right? It's actually Armor Light rifle, but either way, I like it. Boom. Now, that let you know he ain't no punk ass nigga. Cause he went and put that rifle up and he getting right back into action. Let's lock these motherfuckers up. I'm going back to the motherfucker that I rock. Get your ass up. Come on, pimp.
There you go. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Now this right here is what you call a seasoned officer, because he ain't even tripping. He like, come on, let me get your ass on in this back and get you in this car, talking all that shit. And here's the key to all of this, people. Watch what you, let me point out something very, very, very important. Out of all this shit that done kicked off, all of this shit that done went down, who first came on the scene making a bunch of fucking noise? The women. Who kicked off and initiated the inappropriate contact or going past or impeding the investigation? The women. Who got fucking knocked the fuck out? The man. Who got thrown to the ground and got put in cuffs? Two other men. You see what happens when you let women be in charge of shit? You wind up as a man being the one that gets fucked up, put in jail, or your life or your freedom is what's always on the line. I keep telling people that every time you interacting with law enforcement, those two things are always on the scale and in the balance. If shit goes left, one of those two things is gonna get fucked with. Your freedom or your life. In this case, both of these niggas' freedom, all three of these niggas' freedoms is about to get fucked up. And his is gonna get he gonna get some pepper spray, which makes the fight spicy, and he gonna get the 2-piece snack pack where he get the hit to the jaw, and the other niggas all gonna get locked up. Watch.
Hey, back up. Back up.
Making the noise.
Don't do that.
That ain't for the girl. Boom. You get fucked up. See that bitch? Nah. There his ass go. He got mace. There you go.
On the ground.
On the ground. See who the police came and got? They ain't fuck with that loud mouth bitch. What they do? Get your ass down. Yeah. Look at the other long titty bitch over there. Why do all these bitches over here weigh 250 with big long titties? Yep. Now look who getting locked up. One nigga there, one nigga there, one nigga there. They go the dudes. All going to jail, all getting processed, all getting records, all gotta go to court, all gotta deal with all this bullshit. Why? Cause you listening to and fucking around with these women. They go to other dudes. There it is.
I don't know what makes you think it'd be a good idea. Square with the officer.
Yep. And he telling him. I don't know why you think. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. He gonna tell him, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to square up against an officer. And it ain't. Why the fuck you think you gonna be able to do that? Because you watching this other bitch with this camera phone run her fucking mouth. What you fail to realize though, pimp, is that she's standing still and she backed the fuck up when that police officer came her way. She was hollering like a fucking banshee. She backed the fuck up. That's the point. And that's what niggas don't get. Cause we so busy trying to be the tough guy. We so busy trying to be the hero. We so busy trying to be the nigga that's gonna be telling the story, talking shit. And all three of these niggas going to jail. And this loudmouth bitch is still on the side over here, running her mouth, recording. Look at her. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son.
I don't know what makes you think it'd be a good idea. Square with the officer.
Tough guy. That's what happens. When keeping it real goes wrong.
Spread your feet. Face the car. Stay that way. Spread your feet. Spread your feet.
Hey man, go.
Yeah.
What's the cross street? Stanley and Isle.
Just go on. Go ahead on. Get her away from me.
Have a seat.
Take her away from me.
Hey, you got an ID?
Now you hear what he's saying? He telling the woman who walked over there initially, he's telling her to go away from me because he don't want his little girl to see him getting locked up. Now, the reality and the totality of the circumstances in which he fucking kicked off, it's all coming clear now. And now he's starting to see what was important, which should have been dude being a man and being a father, saying, get the fuck out of here with my kids. I know your nieces and nephews over here. Take my kids to fuck home. Take them down to my mama house. Take them to my sister house. Take them to my cousin. Take them up the street. Get my kids out of here. But you ain't thinking about that because you're trying to be a badass. You ain't thinking about your kids because you being a badass. And the only time you're thinking about them now is when your dumb ass getting locked up. And where this bitch at? The bitch who kicked it off, who started the whole motherfucking altercation, where the fuck she's at? She's standing on the sideline with your kids, all three of them, watching your dumb ass get locked up. That's what happens when you're listening and following a fucking woman. A ghetto ain't shit bitch will put your ass in the motherfucking situation you in right now, which is in the back of the police car or in a fucking body bag. And Jason, that he did have a shotgun. It wasn't a AR. He had a shotgun. But that's what I'm saying. The whole point of the matter is that's what she got him.
You got ID? Have a seat.
Look at that meat for you did this yourself.
You
Right,
bro. You right. Go in.
I did that. I slammed myself, hit myself with that shotgun, right?
What's
I did
that?
Yeah, you right. I did all that.
I hit you in my fist, not a shotgun.
Oh.
It might have felt like a shotgun.
like this motherfucker Officer Johnson. He like, nah, motherfucker, that was my fist. It might have felt like a shotgun, but motherfucker, I ain't hit you with no shotgun. And he sure the fuck didn't. But you see how shit gets so motherfucking out of control and out of hand when you sitting here getting caught up in the moment. And that's exactly what happened to his dumb ass. Dude think you thought you got hit with a shotgun cause you motherfucking squaring up with the police. Yeah, it had an AR-15 butt on it. It was a tactical shotgun. You right, Jason. Good call, sir.
Just go on. Go ahead on. Get her away from me.
Have a seat.
Get her away from me.
Take her away from me.
Right.
Hey, you got an ID?
You got ID?
You got ID? Have a seat.
Look at that meat for you did this yourself.
Right.
Right, bro.
Now he
You right.
mad.
I did that. I slammed myself, hit myself with that shotgun, right?
What's
I did
that?
Yeah, you right. I did all that.
Like,
Now you hear how calm and cool this motherfucker police Officer Johnson is? He like, nah, motherfucker. That wasn't him. That was me. And it wasn't no shotgun. That was this gun right here. I put this motherfucking whoop, whop, whop. I put that on you. Whop, whop. Tiger. That's what he gave your ass. Tiger. That not the tiger uppercut, but you know Saget got this. He got that tiger. He gave him that one. Not the tiger uppercut. He gave him the tiger. That's what he gave him.
hit you in my fist, not a shotgun.
Oh.
It might have felt like a shotgun.
You did. Nice hit.
I appreciate it.
That motherfucker gave him like he gave him his prop. And see, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna take it a step further. My man right here, he's probably a good dude. He just was following the wrong motherfucker in a heated situation. And the fact that he's even able to say, good hit. That makes you, dude ain't no dummy. He just did some dumb shit trying to take up for a motherfucker who was out of control and out of pocket. That's what happens. That's what happens.
You ain't swell nothing up, though. But you know that was unnecessary, right?
No, you,
Do this. Do it. That's
Bro,
what's your
you,
social?
my,
You got ID? Have a seat.
Oh, man. Yeah,
you did this
good.
yourself.
you right, bro. You right.
Go in.
I did that. I slammed myself, hit myself with that shotgun, right?
What's
I did
that?
Yeah, you right. I did all that.
I hit you in my
myself.
fist, not a shotgun.
Oh.
It might have felt like a shotgun.
You did. Nice hit.
I appreciate
You
it.
ain't swell nothing up, though. But you know that was unnecessary, right?
No, you don't ever swear with an officer. We'll make it that's a good idea.
How did I square
It's
up?
on camera, don't worry.
With your fist clenched.
What's your social?
Do this. Do it. That's
Bro,
What's your social?
Yes, he did. And now, and here's my thing too. This is where niggas always get this shit twisted. They the baddest motherfuckers on the planet until they get their ass cuffed or they get their ass rocked. Now they want to go back and they want to play this victim role. Because that dude was standing there talking about what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He was in his face saying that shit. He just did not see Rocky Marciano coming at him with that motherfucking tiger. And when Rocky Marciano hit him with the tiger, that motherfucker didn't know what the fuck else happened after that. Now he's trying to recall the shit and he thinking that he was just this innocent guy who was trying to find out what was going on and his wife was in trouble and he was coming to help his wife and protect his kids. And this officer punched him and slammed him to the ground, which was totally unnecessary. What was unnecessary was, first of all, your woman getting involved in a police investigation. Part two to that was your ass squaring up with a motherfucking cop. Especially when he got motherfucking 12 of his homeboys sitting out there. But he had his boys on the hill. And you got the payback.
my wife is right there. And my two kids. And my two kids.
You should have thought about that when you was out there with your loud mouth ass mama running your mouth about nothing.
This is what I'm worried about. My children and my wife.
If you was worried about your children and your wife, you would have had them motherfuckers out of that entire situation. There's no way in hell that much shit can be going on with me on my block, at my house, at my cousin's house, and my wife and my kids are outside with me and they not in the car, gone up the street or at somebody else's house. There's no way fucking possible that could be going on. And I got my family there. No way.
Not you and what you got going
What's your
on.
social security number?
Man, I'm good.
What's your social security number?
Problem.
Are you failing to identify yourself right now?
Man, my ID is on the roof. You just took my ID out of my pocket.
Now he mad. Now what would have been funny is if that police officer Johnson would have gave him some ratchet bitch conversation and been like, what, is you big mad now? Is you mad now? Is you mad or no? That's what he should have gave her, but he don't know about that. If I was there, I'd be like, is you mad or no? Cause I'm just asking you for basic information, sir. And now you sitting there getting real touchy. But just a little while ago, if I hit you with that Saget, you was sitting there talking cash shit to my partner Jonesy. That's what you was doing. There it is. You got that paperwork. But I sure would have hit him with that. Is you big mad, little mad, or is you mad or not? That's what I'd have gave him. Now his ass is locked the fuck up. Going to jail for some stupid shit because your baby mama and your mama don't know how to fucking act. Or your wife, I'm sorry, and your baby and your mama don't know how to act. And that bitch still going. Through the wire, she's still going. What this motherfucker gonna do? You come back and get Big Bertha. In case I gotta go to work. Yeah, he gave that motherfucker that bow rod, D. Yeah, buddy.
I have a level 1 here.
I got a 4. Level 1.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. Now, why the fuck is he unloading his shotgun? I don't get that one. Unless he had like non-lethal rounds or something in there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing right there. I didn't get that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's about. But, whatever. Yeah. There you go. Now he about to look his shit up.
Man-to-man conversation. Listen, you did. You did. It's called disorderly conduct.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to me, man.
All right, well, let's get it over.
Never mind then.
See that? See that? And that is the bitch in niggas. He's trying to explain to him, and like he told him, man-to-man conversation. And he trying to tell him what the fuck is up. What his man, it's gonna get over, man. Man, that's why I ain't nothing to say, man. Ain't nothing to me, man. But you was just out there talking about what you gonna do. Do something. What you gonna? You was just talking big shit. Now this dude then motherfucking whooped your ass, just like motherfucking Stacy did in motherfucking what is that? The Wood? Is that the Wood? I had to whoop your ass, nigga, cause you was motherfucking out of line. That's what I had to do. I apologize for beating your ass. That's what he trying to have a real conversation with this dude. But you know why he can't? Cause he raised by women. That's why he reacted the way that he did. That's why he wound up getting knocked the fuck out like he did. And that's why he's sitting in the back of the motherfucking police car just like he did, because he's listening and was raised by women. That's what that shit do for you. Women act the way that they act because they are used to getting away with that fuck shit. Because motherfuckers don't want to knock a woman out and lock her ass up. They don't. But a motherfucking dude, you will definitely get these motherfucking guns, and you will get the... Oh, that's my server rebooting. You will get these guns, and you'll get these cuffs. That's exactly what happened. And I'm trying to explain that to you, but no. I know that you big man now.
What's that? Listen to me, man-to-man conversation. Listen, you did. It's called disorderly conduct.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to me, man.
All right, well, let's get it over with.
Never mind then.
Any sergeant know what lieutenant's
Hey,
5?
and I'm telling you right now, a lot of police officers, y'all can take a page out of Officer Johnson's book. I'm telling you right now, because he's being straight up with him, but he not letting them disrespect him. He's not letting that bullshit that a lot of niggas want to pop off and talk shit and do all that fuck shit, and then after you done went through all of that, try to explain something to them and they still disrespectful. That's why you gotta motherfucking keep your position, stand your ground, and the first time a motherfucker get out of line, you let their ass know what time it is. And if they still gonna be a dick, they still gonna be an asshole, fine, no sweat off your back. You doing your job. He's well within the law. And that's why he was trying to explain that to him, because that nigga don't know the law in the backseat. But that officer there, he not only knows the law, he knows how to carry himself, and he knows what the fuck he's gonna do. That's the kind of police you want to ride with. That's the kind of police you want to be. To those aspiring law enforcement officers out there, that's what you want to be. You want to be somebody who is confident and know what they're doing. You want to be somebody who knows the fucking law. And you want to be somebody who has some type of people skill, who's just not a dick. Not a prick, but a dick. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the asshole just to be the asshole. You be an asshole when you dealing with somebody who's an asshole, absolutely. But you don't always have to be an automatic asshole. Be a person that's reasonable, be a person that's fair, and be a person that don't take nobody's shit. Because that's what these motherfuckers see as weakness. They see your kindness for weakness, and they will exploit that shit and fuck you up or fuck up somebody around you, or disrespect you or put you in a bad situation when you let them get away with that shit. Don't reason with a fucking savage.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but you're not listening, man.
Exactly.
I don't know in what world you think it's okay to run up on an officer and square up with him. Okay.
Okay. Exactly.
He's got a Georgia ID. I'm trying to find him.
See? This nigga ain't even from there. Yeah, hey Jason, especially in the prison system. And the reason why it's so fucked up, and I am so glad, I thank the Lord that the cards did not turn out for me to be a corrections officer. Because I almost went that route, and I'm so glad that I did not go that route. I'm so glad that I didn't. The one time I applied for it, I'm so glad it didn't happen. Because if it would have, I would have been in a situation where I'm behind bars with some motherfuckers that can seriously fuck me up at any given time. I'm always outnumbered and I'm outgunned. I don't know how motherfucking corrections officers do it. I just don't. I just don't know how they do it. You can't trust nan one of them motherfuckers. And even then, your partners that you working with, depending on what situation or what shape they in, they might not be able to help your ass neither. You sitting here on count, got some old ass motherfucking Jonesy ass dude sitting up there who 58 and on his way out the door. All he want to do is sleep and don't want to do no work. and your ass up in that motherfucker 28, young and virile, trying to motherfucking do the right thing and do your job, some shit pop off because you got some motherfuckers that don't like your ass, and you depending on Jonesy to get his 58-year-old ass up and get there in time to help you. You don't want to do that, man. I'm telling you, that motherfucking CO life, it is not for everybody, man. It's definitely not for me. Cause I just don't want to be in a situation where motherfuckers got weapons and shanks and shit like that. I'm terrified of being stabbed. That's my thing. I do not like knives. I don't like needles. Don't fuck around. Motherfucker, I've seen what knife work can do. I've seen what a motherfucker with a knife can do. I've seen a drunk motherfucker with a knife and what they can do. The right swipe in the right area, your ass will be dead. Or damn near. That's why when people talk about, oh, he had a knife and he pulled out a gun. Absolutely. Absolutely. Motherfucker pull out a knife on me, you might get to put it down. Might. I'm first and foremost letting it ride. That might be followed with a pow. That put that knife down. It might be put that knife pow down. Put that pow knife down. I'm telling you. Because a motherfucker, that 21-foot rule is fucking dead. If you ain't never heard of the 21-foot rule, Google it. That 21-foot rule with a knife is some serious shit. Telling you, man.
What's your social? Mr. Robinson. This will be the last time I ask you, what's your social security number? No, not unless you do something for me to punch you. You gonna tell me your social or not? Yes or no? Okay.
That's crazy. Hey man, yes sir. You right, Jason. 50 yards, 50 feet. I'm giving it to you. Once I see knife, I'm ready. I'm not playing. There you go. So I think this is just pretty much like all of the cam footage. So it's gonna show them like walking
How am I
around.
making this work? Because you just attacked my family and you scared my kids.
Yeah, buddy. So I think this is when the motherfucker go up to the dude that's on the porch, and this is their house, I believe. And these motherfuckers are having words. But yeah, man, I'm not playing, man. 50 feet. I'm giving it to you, man. That shit is ridiculous. Yep. I feel you, baby. Rockabye, baby. He know his social strand. He just bullshit. This the other officer. So you gonna see this motherfucker. Boom. Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch. She is a fucking animal, man.
Bro, look how you're doing, bro. He did nothing, bro. He did nothing. I got you. He did nothing. Bro, he did nothing. Bro, oh my God. Bro,
listen to that shit.
Bro, you're fucking baby gun in this, bro. Bro, a baby gun.
He motherfucker said a walrus in heat. How the fuck do you know what a walrus in heat sound like, nigga?
Bro, what is he doing? What are you doing? Don't go in my house. Bro, get away from my kids. I got this. They're my kids right here. Hey, they're my kids, bro. They're my kids. This is my house.
Listen, you are making it
worse. How am I making this worse? Because you just attacked my family and you scared my kids.
Nobody attacked me.
Bro, you just watched it, bro. It's on phone.
Listen to me.
Sierra, get his phone under that tire. His phone is under that front tire.
Listen.
Bro, there's no weapon in there, bro.
Fine. They got to come right
It's
back
only
out.
my kids in here.
He came out
Bro,
of the
you
house.
scared him, bro. You scared him for what?
Now, let me point it out again. Do you realize that this shit didn't even get wild? It didn't get fucked up. It didn't get out of hand until when? The woman walked up, started talking shit, and the dude tried to save her. Everything was quiet, wasn't nobody talking shit until this bitch got on, started yelling and screaming, calling, and even in all of that, calling motherfuckers racist, with nobody hit, with nobody maced, and with nobody on the ground, and with nobody in cuffs. It wasn't until what? A woman said, fuck this, I'm gonna go over here and see what's going on. There you go.
Bro, I offered you no threat, bro.
Right here.
No threat.
Take care of your kids.
I offered you no threat, bro. This did not happen, bro.
Look at her, she's still doing.
You on my property. My property. Listen, my property.
Hey, do you want your kids over here? They're asking
I'm
for
scared
it.
of my kids, bro.
Listen to that bitch. She don't even want her grandkids. And do you hear her yelling and screaming and all this shit? And in all of this, the person who's asking about the kids, the people that are trying to see about the welfare of the kids, the people who are trying to get the kids cared for, are the police. They're the ones saying, get your kid, pick your kid up, go be with your kids, grab your kids, get your kids over here.
She wants to know if you want the kids to come across the street. Is that your mom?
That's my mom and that's my two brothers.
She wants to know if you want the kids.
There you go.
Do you want to do
You
that?
don't want to go to grandma's house?
So now you see that these kids were not in danger at all. They're literally all sitting right there in the living room. And the police are the ones that's saying, let's get your kids out of here. That ain't no crack house. That's a fucking trap house. Look at that door jam. God damn. See that? So all them kids that's up in this house, they was all fine until this bitch kicked that shit off and all of the shit went left.
Bro, how about this happen over a BB gun?
Listen. It wasn't over a BB gun.
Remember that system we got?
Right.
It detected a gunshot right here. When my
listen
to me. BB guns don't set it off.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The adults are in the house. The kids are outside. We made them come in.
Listen to me. Once you heard the shots too, I'm assuming, and you made them come in, you heard people shooting.
We heard the gunshot. It was
Boom! And there it is. And repent, and thou shalt be saved. There it is. All that ain't no gunshots over here, wasn't no shooting over here, bitch. It was.
Listen, that's why we're here, though.
But why
Exactly.
is this for us, though?
It might not be for you until you came out, and then it finally.
Oh, look, we got my cousin like that. Y'all just pepper spray my little brother, and y'all just slammed my other brother because I understand he was being
Because they don't know how to
I can
fucking
give y'all
act.
that.
And listen to me.
But all this wrong, it wasn't
I wasn't there for that. What I'm telling you is why we're here right now, okay? Are these all yours?
This is my kids and all my nephews. My one with the phone, these
Look,
are his
we
kids.
understand that they're set up, so that's why we're trying to figure out how you can help them.
Do y'all hear all them little motherfuckers like a goddamn
All
classroom?
this is scaring them, period.
I got you.
All this is scaring them.
And that's why I'm trying to have you help them, okay? Because you ain't.
Do y'all hear? So here, and this is what's so disturbing to me. Out of all of this drama and commotion that's going on, the male police officers are the ones that have the calmness, the reasoning, the logic, and they're the ones who's actually trying to be the professionals and do their job. Hey man, I'm just here to investigate shots fired based on the technology that we have. It says that a gunshot went off over here, which is why we are here. Sir, help me clear this and I can be on my way. You got your people across the street acting a goddamn fool. They're going to wind up going to jail or they're going to wind up getting somebody killed. Kids thinking they in trouble and all that shit. This shit could have been over and done with. And the reason why I said it could have been over and done with, if you ain't living, if you ain't got no drugs or no guns or no illegal shit in your house, you could have been like, hey officer, hey look, we got reported shots fired over here by the shot trapper or whatever, and we need to investigate. Hey officer, look here, I'm just here with me and my kids and my nieces and nephews. I heard the gunshot. I brought them into the house. Y'all are more than welcome to look around. Ain't none of that shit going on up in here. We don't know where it came from, but we heard it too. Great. You know what the officer's gonna think? Man, these motherfuckers around here with these kids and shit, I can probably see that these kids ain't saying nothing about somebody shot somebody or, hey, ask the kids, did somebody shoot a gun in here? No. All right, let me get the fuck on out of here and let this man be with his kids.
Ain't nobody going to jail, is they?
I don't have any idea what's going on.
We didn't do nothing.
You see that?
Bro, look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all this.
Shots fired, homie.
Who's the sergeant?
I'm sure he's on his way if he's not.
And for those of you who may see like it don't take all them police officers, it don't take all them cars. When you have a shots fired, unless your ass is on a call, you gonna get there to be with your boys. Plain and simple. Because you don't know what shots fired means. You don't know who shot. If it's an officer shot, if somebody's shooting at an officer, are you shot? Is there a person shot? Is there a victim shot? Is there a kid shot? Are there multiple people shot? You don't know. Which is why when you are in the area and you can respond, you will respond.
Anybody else? Bro, it's just us four adults and our kids. Literally, when we heard the gunshot, we made them come in.
Are there any dogs or anything?
I got a dog in the basement.
Okay. Where'd you do the gunshot?
Huh? We don't know where the gunshot came from. Our kids was out front. Our kids was out here when we heard it. We made them come in.
Exactly. You right, Jason. Shots fired mean everybody coming. Shots fired or officer in distress, officer needs help, officer needs assistance, man, you coming.
I understand this is why we're here.
I understand, but all of this though, look, bro, y'all scaring them.
When your dudes come off the porch and are listening,
I give you that because my little brother was a little aggressive. I give you that, but my other brother was just on the phone and he got a mace and threw on the ground.
On my officer.
But he had a phone.
And that's the point. My brother was aggressive. Yes, he was. He was talking cash shit and he squared up with the police. And your other brother, even though he wasn't squaring up with the police, he was in the fucking way. Step back and get out of the fucking way. Move your ass out of the way so that the police can do their fucking job, man. That's all you gotta do. If you do that, it's all good. No problem whatsoever. And if you're over on the relationship rehab side, click the like button, click the link, and come over here to the United Guns of America channel where you can click the link and click the like button too. Do that for your boy. But that's the thing. He has to realize that, man, yes, you can stand there and record, but don't be in the fucking way. Don't be impeding or encroaching on an officer's safety space. Everybody got that area where it's like, man, when you got tape up, you all of a sudden you just stay back. If you're not directly involved and you're not trying to speak to a supervisor or get some type of explanation from a supervisor or an officer, get the fuck out the way. Because you're not doing anything but being a problem. Exactly. Job first, questions later, man. We trying to watch out for each other's asses, and we trying to get this motherfucking situation resolved. We're not dealing with this bullshit of yo scary out of control, acting, yelling and screaming ass. We're not here to fucking calm you down. We're here to do a job. That's it.
He was not a threat. From back here, you ain't got to walk up.
What's up, DJ Just J?
But all of this, bro, I'm going for it. You don't have a real guy. You got the gunshot. I got a house full of kids. It was a gunshot, but it didn't come to me. I got a house full of kids. Bro, come down. We okay. Come down. Come down. You okay. Come down. Come down. Come down. See, like this. This right here.
Listen to him.
You want to go to your grandma? Is it okay if I go to grandma? Can we do that right now? Is that okay right now? Yeah? Okay. All right. Thank you guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 motherfucking Indian boys. Look at that shit, man.
I'm sure he's on his way if he's not here yet.
Look at that shit. Look at this shit, man. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little nigga bass, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little nigga bass, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little nigga. They just lined up. House full of kids.
Bro, that's been there. That's always there. You look over there, we got
8 is enough. God damn.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, all this,
man.
Look, y'all got all this thing wrong.
They got that motherfucker on lock. I never even see that.
Right here on the front porch. We was in the house. The 4 adults was in the house.
4 adults is in the house, 8 kids outside, and a man, the oldest is probably motherfucking 8
come outside and play.
or 10.
We telling them, let them come out. This is my house.
Make sure that else inside.
There's nobody in there. I have a dog in the basement.
Make sure there's no people in there.
Let me make sure there's no people in there. I'm dead serious. Go ahead, bro. I'm telling you, hey,
Shit, BT plus 8. Like cake plus 8. The problem is that out of all 8 of them kids, there's about 6 daddies between them. That's what the problem is.
Anybody else in here, sound off, please. Columbus Police, anybody else here? Anybody else in here, please sound off. Right here.
Now they doing the walkthrough.
The longer she's here creating a fuss, the longer it's going to
right now,
take for me to bring fire here to wash out everybody's eyes. Alright?
Yep.
She's going home. Look, they here now to treat them for the Mason stuff. Oh, I appreciate y'all, man. I'll show y'all, bro.
I appreciate being
here, man.
Like we said.
Hey, Toy, click the link and come over here to the other side because I want to address what you just said. You said they were dead wrong, but in the moment, who had the guns? Cooperate and deal with the injustice later. So I agree with you as far as holding court in the street, but the point is they weren't dead wrong. They were responding to a shots fired call. They were well within their right to do that. And even the guy admitted that shots were fired. Plain and simple. That's why they brought the kids in the house. So because of the technology that they have, it pointed them in that direction. If the police showed up to my house right now at 2:24 in the morning and said, "Sir, we have a report of shots fired," you know what I'm going to tell them? I ain't fired no shots. Well, sir, can we look around in your backyard or walk through your home? Yeah, you can, within reason. One of y'all can. Y'all ain't about to just come up in my motherfucking house deep as hell or whatever. Well, so we really need to, you know what? Just come on through. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not riding dirty. I ain't got no drugs in here. I ain't got no illegal guns. But hey, y'all motherfuckers need to come through and check because y'all heard the shots fired. I get it. I heard the shots too. And I want y'all to rule my motherfucking house off the list. Plain and simple. That's what I'm gonna do.
Like I said, we made our kids come in the house. You feel me? Other than that, all that other stuff, bro, that ain't got nothing to do
And like
with
I said,
us.
whatever happened out here, we weren't here when that happened. So I understand what you're saying. And if he was,
and you right, Jason. You don't even have to let them in your house, but you can let them around your house. You ain't gotta open the door to your house. You can let them around. They ain't got no warrant. They can't get in. You 100% right. And that goes back to what though? Knowing the law. Knowing the law, knowing your rights, knowing what you can and can't do, and knowing what the police can and can't do. It's that simple.
I'm like, damn, it's like a dead body over here or something.
Everything you're saying seems reasonable.
Yeah, I ain't got no reason to lie to you, bro. We literally kicking, bro. My 2 kids and my brother got 7 over here.
Damn.
You feel me?
He said, my 2 kids and my brother got 7 over here. God damn.
and I don't know because I wasn't here and I don't know anything from your past or future or anything about that.
Right.
But hopefully with kids in the house, you wouldn't be doing stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you that. You know what I mean?
Bro, like I said, my cousin stay next door. My mom stay.
I got you. And that's what I'm saying.
So boom, there it is. His cousin stay next door and his mom stay up that street there.
That many kids in the house, I would hope that wasn't something happening.
Yeah, we tight over here, bro. We don't do that. You feel me? It's family oriented over here.
And that's
good. We don't mess around, do that. You feel me? I pay rent. I don't get no government assistance. I go to work every single day, Monday through Friday. I work for Kid Columbus.
Okay.
You feel me? I've been working there for quite a bit. You feel me? I like that job. I'll keep it, bro. You gotta hold a certain standard to do that.
Give us some time, all right? We're gonna get you.
Y'all gonna take down all this yellow tape? Cause ain't no dead body over here. Ain't no dead body. Is they gonna be released?
I have no idea. Like I said, I was not here. I need to get the information. I know, but I still need to get your information.
240. My name is 122 and 120.
Make sure y'all click the link and click the like, man.
I get it. I get it. But we responded to somebody popping off rounds. So, of course, I'm going to have a pump, you know what I mean? And he going to have a gun in his hand. And when somebody run up on you with a gun in your hand, like, that's a whole different game, you know what I mean? Like, my gun already out. All it would take is you for you to grab it, you know what I mean?
I understand that. Yes,
look, I ain't got no hard feelings towards you, man. I honestly don't. Like, I don't feel no type of way about it. I wish we could go back in time and have this conversation before any of it happened. But unfortunately, we can't, man.
I don't hold no grudges, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. But just future reference, man. Like, I know it's hard, man. I know stuff like that happen like this, man. Trust me, like stuff like when it's going down, man. Stuff like, and that's your wife and them is your kids, man. I ain't got no kids, but I can't imagine. I know what I do for my wife. But just at least grab her, you know what I mean? Wrap her up, be like, hey, come on, like, nah, we don't trust them or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because when you put yourself in this situation, man, like this is unfortunately this is what has to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we have a use of force. What's that gonna look like if I steal on you and then you don't go to jail? You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, oh, they didn't even have nothing. You know how that go, man.
Shit. Slept that shit on off, man. I've been alright.
So
that's really what I thought was gonna happen too, bro. I really thought y'all was gonna toss me in the car, goddamn. Yada yada yada.
I wish, man. It's a different time now. How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. It's a different time now, man. It's a different time now, man. Yep. Back in the day, that's probably what would have happened.
And that's true. A lot of motherfuckers will get off on bullshit, fuck shit, all the time. But like he said, it's a different time now. All of this charging the police, suing the police, everything is recorded, and we gonna do this with the police. We going after the police. It's brought them to where they have to stick even closer to the letter of the law now. That's just how it is.
You know what I mean? Probably just be like, hey, man, don't do that again. You know what I mean?
25 years old, going to jail because these two bitches on the side of the street, they know how to fucking
you got a job, you got a wife, you got a family to watch over. I want you to go to work.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I'd rather you be in work than out here in the streets doing something stupid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
and now look at this dude. When them bitches ain't around, when all the yelling and screaming ain't going on, look at him. Yes, sir. I understand. No problem, sir. That's why it's so important, man, to have men around men. Not a bunch of boys and not a bunch of motherfucking punk ass ain't shit dudes around, ain't shit niggas around women. You need men to be around men, man. When facing a rare situation with lives at risk in that circumstance, what would I do? I would have done the same thing. And I've never like just hauled off and stole on the motherfucker, but I came close to diving on the motherfucker once because I was at we were at a concert, and at this concert there was a bunch of it was actually a country and western concert. And at this concert, there was literally a group of guys that were chanting. They had the Confederate flags up and they chanted USA, America, and all that shit. And I'm standing out there, one of two black dudes amongst about maybe 30 cops. It's about 30 of us out there. And we're holding this line. Actually, it was doing Florida-Georgia line. They actually up on stage. So it's a big crowd. I mean, huge draw. And they out there doing their thing. And these guys got they motherfucking Confederate flags draped on. They holding and waving the Confederate flags, talking about USA. They drunk off their ass, drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, having a good time and all that shit. I get it. And the only thing that we had to do, our job at that time, was just to hold this line and make sure that nobody crossed over to this little dirt path, because after the dirt path was up on stage. So everybody's enjoying this concert. Fucking sea of people enjoying this concert. These fucking redneck fucking we doing our thing, it's our country and it's America, goddammit, white boys are sitting up there. I'm out there in uniform, got my shades on, looking like a cool ass Shaft, Black Action Jackson motherfucker. I'm standing out there just like this, holding the line, right? And they ain't doing shit, so I ain't doing shit. I ain't scared. I ain't upset. I ain't mad. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I don't give no fuck. You ain't saying go home, nigger, or no shit like that. But you out there celebrating your thing. Fine with me. These motherfuckers so drunk and having a good time, they start crossing the line. Motherfuckers tell them to get back. Motherfuckers tell them to move back. Steady tell them to move back. My sergeant, he walks up. And he tell this motherfucker, he walk up to this dude and he tell him, say, hey, look, man, if I tell you one more time, and as he says that, the dude yells like, "Ah!" and walks up and like gets like this close to my sergeant. I sat there and I'm like coming at him. I'm about to give this motherfucker the hardest shove into him and his boys, and then I'm going tuck ready. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Sarge sees me and like, hold up. Because it wasn't just me. It was about 5 other of us motherfucking officers about to do the same thing. He held us up and was like, hold up. And he said, hey, man, I'm trying to keep you and your boys from getting your ass kicked and going to jail. And his other boys came in and was like, hey, man, calm the fuck down because we want to have a good time. It's that simple. So I would have been on the same shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to get to a situation, especially with a crowd of motherfuckers like that, to where they think they can do and say whatever the fuck they want. Because if you let them do that, they will push the fucking envelope. And once shit goes left, it's left. Once the hands come out, once you go hands on, it's on. Once a weapon comes out, it's out. Once a stick comes into play, a bat, a knife, a fork, or whatever the fuck, it's on. Because if you're trying to reason with a motherfucker that's out of control, you're going to wind up losing. You're going to wind up getting fucked up. So I would have done pretty much damn near, I would have been on what that same officer was on. If I was the guy in charge, I got a lot more to think about because I got my other officers and shit that's at hand and all that shit. I get it. But sometimes you have to set the tone and set the environment to where you saying this ain't happening here. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do what y'all want to do and cause a scene when it's not necessary. That's exactly how you gotta behave. You gotta carry yourself. And we talking about a crowd of motherfuckers. Because what if that white boy would have thought, I can just push around a motherfucking sergeant, I can push around these cops, and they ain't gonna do shit. Them other 4,000 drunk motherfuckers don't think they can do the same thing. So you gotta hold that line. You gotta be able to set the tone. You are the people that's in charge. Law enforcement officers, you are in charge. You have authority. Problem is, you need to know what the fuck you're doing, and you need to know why you're doing it. And when shit goes left, you need to already have a plan as to what you're gonna do to do this one simple thing. Well, two, uphold the law and maintain order. Upholding the law, enforcing the law, whatever you want to call it, and maintaining order. If you don't have order, you have chaos. It's that simple. Them bitches was causing chaos.
We'll talk to the county when we get down there and see if we can't get you bumped to the top of the list, but I don't think you're gonna make it at 7 either way. But I mean,
he's still trying to help you get him out of jail this time.
Alright.
So he ain't gotta spend the whole motherfucking night or the whole motherfucking weekend up in that motherfucker. Still trying to help you. Still trying to help you. Had he taken that approach and tried to talk to that officer, I guarantee that officer would have talked to him. As opposed to, he's a racist! Whoa! Whoa!
No, he just got maced. That's who was in the wagon, the dude in the white shirt that was on the porch. Yeah, he just got maced.
Okay.
Yep.
But then he got to get charged too, because he, like, when all that was going down with us, like, he ran up to, like, interfere with it.
Yes.
So then he ended up getting maced.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Like, it just...
Shit.
And that's what he's saying. It gets out of hand really quick, man. That's why you gotta do what he did. Nip that shit in the bud.
That first move, man, could cause like so much like chaos, man.
I'm telling you, you're 1,000%
the
correct.
conversation I'm gonna have with her, cause I don't know what she was doing. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, why did she
why you walking up to all these cops with their guns? Like, why you know what I mean?
With the children too.
Yes.
Like, you just like they gonna
with the,
like
both the babies.
Both of them. Like they gonna see the babies. Like, oh, let her through. Let her through.
Yeah, man.
That's not what's going on, baby girl.
Yep. Just get her hit, man. Like, don't come at her crazy. You know what I mean? Because you know she ain't gonna listen back
at all.
Yep. Take a deep breath and just be like, babe, I want you to think about something, because you did that. Look what happened.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I can't even say it like that.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to though.
Like
you
that.
See that?
I just gotta ask my question. What were you doing? That's it. That's it.
See that?
Leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
Good luck, man.
I appreciate it.
Good luck. And I'll tell you what, man. Like, because when you see the judge, you probably gonna get out and get like a future court date.
Mm-hmm.
When we get out, I holler at the judge. Like when we going to go to court. Like I'm gonna get a subpoena. You gonna get a subpoena?
Yes, sir.
I holler at the judge and just let the judge know, like, hey, look, we had a conversation, and this is just kind of what it was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The judge understand, but.
And there you go, Officer Johnson.
Man. Like, you
good
got family,
police,
man. You know what I mean? Like,
out of all of that fuck shit that they was talking on the sideline, racist. He evil. I wish the death on you. You and your family. I'ma get y'all. That bald-headed motherfucker. He hit my son. He's a racist. Is he a racist now? He's a good police officer, man. He's doing his fucking job the way it's supposed to be done. He's trying to make a way for this motherfucker that disrespected his fellow officer. He's trying to make a way for this motherfucker to get off easier for a motherfucker that didn't give a shit about him. Because he was all kind of racist motherfuckers 30 minutes ago. He was all kind of do something, nigga. Do something. He was all that shit 30 minutes ago. Now he trying to help him get the fuck out of jail.
This could have been bad.
You're right. I was thinking about it, bro. I promise you I was thinking about it, man.
Bad, man. Like, imagine if, like,
yes,
like that officer's gun fell, or you know what I mean, like my shot, you know what I mean. There was just too many variables. You know what I mean?
Trust me.
So just like man,
processing it afterwards was like damn, I could have did this better, could have did that better, but.
And that's what happens,
man. I'm glad it, it wasn't as worse as it could have been.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, just like you don't know like what kind of cop you gonna get. You know what I mean? Like you could have some crazy cop you see on the news. Like we don't know who we about to get. You know what I mean? Most like you could have been that dude that's like I'm about to snatch this dude's gun, and you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I see you're not that dude. You know what I mean? Hopefully you see I'm not that dude as well.
I see.
So I'm gonna go in here and see if we can get this ball show on the road, all right?
Yes, sir.
And that's the advice he gave him. You never know what kind of officer you gonna get, and it's just for them. They don't know what kind of motherfucking citizen they gonna get or civilian they gonna get. But the thing is, the things that dude was telling him, like Corey said over there on relationship rehab side, he telling him things that your daddy would tell you. He's telling him the things that you would be taught as a kid, as a young man, as a young adult. Those are the things that your daddy teach you, not your mama, because your mama don't deal with that type of shit. And that's the difference. That is the difference. That's why it's so important to have fathers. That's why it's so important for you women to pick men, fuck men, sleep with men, have babies by men that are gonna be good fathers. It's that simple.
So
now he taking his ass downtown.
That ain't no bad. I ain't never took it that far. But
that's pretty much it, man. And I just wanted to just point that shit out, man, and just show you the difference between what a motherfucker got on their cell phone and what a motherfucker actually going through. That showed the whole process. And these motherfuckers was calling these motherfuckers all kind of names and all this bullshit. And this is what happened. It was all about this dude just saying, hey man, had your woman been a little bit more careful and stayed in her place and not did the dummy, wouldn't even be here, bro. We would have looked through that crib or talked to that dude and been all good. Shout out to my man Billy Go Gruff for the $1 challenge. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you for your donation. Let me hit up this young PayPal. He hit your boy up on the Cash App with $1. Let me see what I got going on over here. Do. Alright, here we go. Boy, this should be taking all day to load up. Cool. My man, wait, hold on. Let's start. Let me go all the way back down. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to my girl, Michelle Glass. Thank you, MG, for your donation. I appreciate you. That's what's up. Hit your boy out with the $2 challenge. Then we got EG. E-Goose is me. Hey Brian, I'm so sorry. It's been such a long time since I donated. Thank you for the show. Hey, I appreciate you. Just do what you can when you can do it. That's all. Hit your boy off with the $10. That's what's up. My man Corey, couldn't find your address in Cash App or get the link in your description box to work. Anyway, love your work, bro. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. As long as you got it to me one way or the other. To my main man DJ Just J. Them old black bitches. Man, I'm telling you, Tommy Song boys gonna pass that shit down to the kids. Yep. Cycle continues, man. Love you, bro. Hey man, love you too, man. Thank you. Man, y'all make sure y'all check out my man DJ Just J over at the Soto Podcast, man. He's doing some awesome work, man, advocating for children and talking about these children's stories. He does something that I just cannot and do not have the stomach to do, man. So salute to you, bro, as always. Also, shout out to my man D Stram. Hit your boy out with the $5. Came right back. D Stram. Hit your boy out with another $5. Boy, I appreciate you, man. And I believe that is it. Up. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I got one more. My man, Colonel Davidson. Shout out to my fellow officers. Salute. Salute to you, brother. That's what's up. Hey man, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came through and checked out the stream. If you're watching on the United Guns of America, please click the like and subscribe and share. If you're watching on the Relationship Rehab, also do the same. I appreciate everybody, man, for just taking the time to just sit here with me and go through this breakdown. I had a lot of fun. I had some laughs. I had some good points. It was awesome. And now, eyes tired, I'm sweating. These lights is just cooking me. I feel like one of them rotisserie chickens. That's what I feel like. But I just want to say thank you to everybody, man. I appreciate it. And I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And this is the United Guns of America channel, where it's always better to have it and not need it, and to need it and not have it. I thank you guys. Peace. Y'all have a good night. And until next time, I'm out. Yeah. Let me close this guy. Boom.